Welcome back to Lucky Loot. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy Maywin Suckett Day. Maywin Suckett. That was Patrick's real name. A man who was enslaved, was liberated eventually, and then God told him, go take the gospel back to the people who enslaved you and introduce them to Jesus. What a remarkable man. I'm glad you're here. We're at the mid-month of March, and we're going to do a kind of a catch-all day today. You see my 100 envelope challenge. You see my wallet. We're going to do a little cash stuffing. You see my savings challenge binder. I have our 2026 and 2026 here. But before everything else, as always, we're going to crack open a cold drink today. I am breaking my rule. And instead of a seltzer, guys, check it, McCheckity, check. What? Yes, sir. Canada Dry came up with strawberry fruit splash strawberry ginger ale. It is divine. I love it. I found it at my local Dollar General. I bought a 12-pack. I'm going to go buy another 12-pack. I tagged them in a post on X and said, may I please have a lifetime supply of this delicious elixir? They haven't responded yet. That makes me sad. I'm hoping to get like a big old shipment of Canada Dry strawberry fruit splash delivered to my front door by the president of Canada Dry. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's take a drink. This stuff is so good. I won't say that we have to stay healthy today because I'm drinking like 140 calories worth of sugar, but we have to stay hydrated while we're working with our money. Okay. Real quick, let me catch you up on where we are. First of all, my apologies for the lighting situation. I honestly thought that the weather would cooperate enough that we could move back down to the living room where I could turn off the rice coal stove. But alas, we've had a polar vortex and it was 11 degrees here last night. So the rice coal stove is back on and fired up and running. And it means that we're here at the kitchen table, which is a poorly lit room. But you know, if you're already subscribed to the channel or if you've caught my previous videos, that I'm in the middle of preparing for a move. And I wanted to give you a little life update about that. The people who are going to be my new landlords, they're friends of mine in the district where I work as a church superintendent, and they were already planning on purchasing a home to use as passive income during their retirement. He's a retired contractor. It just retired in the fall. And so when they found out that I would be needing to leave the house I live in because my current landlady is putting my home up for sale so that she can enjoy her retirement, they offered to let me rent from them. And they've even been so considerate as to take my needs into consideration in the home that they're looking to buy. Praise God. And I am so grateful to them. Well, we have whittled the list down to 2 homes very close to my office in Oakland, Maryland, that are available, and both would be suitable. Both of them have pluses and minuses, as all homes do. Both of them would be perfectly fine for me. I could make either one work. And they have made an offer on the less expensive one. They haven't heard a reply in a few days, so now they're like shifting gears to go over to the more expensive one, which is actually the one I prefer. Beggars can't be choosers, and I didn't want them to overspend on the purchase, but I've had a conversation with them, and they both agree that for them, this is an investment they're willing to make long term, because whether I love it enough to buy it from them or it's only there for me to have for a season and then they can find somebody else to rent it after I move out, the 2 properties they're looking for in either case are so nice and so attractive that they would have no problem being able to find other renters, or eventually like do some work on the property, up the resale value, and maybe flip it and make some money off of it themselves. So there are so many good things coming. I'll keep you posted. I'm hoping, I'm hoping that by this time next week or the week after, I'll have a home. I am good to stay in the place that I'm in until the end of April. So I have 6 weeks for all of this to work out. I'm praying. I invite you to pray. I would welcome that. But I'm also really trusting God. This whole process has been filled with little miracles and peace. So I'm confident that it's all going to work out great. Okay, let's review what's going on in the month of March, because of the move and not knowing what's going on, not knowing what expenses I would have moving into a new home, things that I might need there that I don't need here, etc. Even appliance, I might need to buy appliances. So my budget for March was dramatically simplified, and I suspended payment on a couple of things. So let me talk you through that. All of my tithes are being paid. I didn't change those. But my month's worth of quarterly taxes, I decided not to automate those out of my account. So that saves me $220, $110 each for the back half of March, and $110, one of my two from my first paycheck I suspended. So I saved $330 back that I know that I can make up later in the year once I'm working my new second job. My Mensa annual subscription for my Mensa membership and my Mint Mobile annual subscription both come out in March. And so those I save money in a sinking fund all year long. And that money has been transferred in from my high yield savings account. And both of those bills are ready. The Mensa one was already paid, and the Mint Mobile one will be paid on the 30th. I gave myself $50 in fund money. My electric bill is still at a manageable rate, $48. I know that seems low, and some of you are just like using your shocked face right now. I get it. It's because I'm on a low enough income that I qualify for something called PCAP, which is a state supplement here in Pennsylvania. So that's my monthly bill for my electric because of my low income. I need to have pest management to come in and do one more spray for some bugs that they came a year ago and dealt with, and they didn't eradicate the problem. So a year later, I need them to come back and do another treatment. $88 for my subscriptions in my long-term savings. That just automatically goes every month. I decided to keep that because I'll have other bills come out in April and May, so I want to just keep feeding that. Oakland, that's my buffer, and it's also my lunch money when I go to the office. Because of bad weather in March, I'll only have 3 office days instead of 4, so I actually saved some money there. Today, we're going to put some money in my 100 envelope challenge, so I allocated $150 for that. That just goes to long-term savings and also to cover as a buffer of any of the expenses of moving. West Marva travel, I'll cover in a second. Savings challenges. Today we have $244 from this paycheck going into savings challenges. That also will just be buffer money to help with any last minute expenses for the move. A friend of mine, her mother passed away. This is money I donated to help her with her funeral expenses. And I made a $300 payment to my credit card to bring that balance back down. Okay. Over here, this is what we're working with today as far as our savings challenges. There's additional cash in there. So I had 602 brought out from the bank today, and 66 of that is cash stuffing for my variable expenses. This is an amount that I'm reimbursing. I paid for a flight and a hotel on my credit card, got reimbursed for it by my employer because I just wanted the points. So I said, I'll pay for it and you can reimburse me. Well, then that whole trip got canceled because of Winter Storm Fern. So I'll be reimbursing them the total value of what would have been my trip to Florida in January. And that money is out of my bank already and in my purse and going to be deposited in our district bank tomorrow. I'm sending a quarterly tax payment of $1,320. I'm sending it a little early just to get it off my plate and be done with it so that I know that it's done. Because once I start moving, I don't want to risk forgetting about it. There's the reimbursement money. This is what was left. This is one of the pieces of my tithe money goes to Brethren World Mission, but it comes out of my other bank account. That's why it's in this column instead of the other one. And then here we go. This is how we're going to break down our cash spending today. So that's where I'm at with the month of March. Everything seems to be on target. First thing I want to do is do our variable expenses and get that out of the way because this will be easy. We have $40 going into food. $20 going into pet. These numbers are low because I get paid again from my small job on Sunday is my payday. And then I'll top up and do a regular cash stuffing next week with the full amounts, with the normal full amounts. $5 is going into personal spending, and $1 is going into my Givey envelope for my Sunday school offering. Okay, so that's done, taken care of, off my plate. Let's go on to the 100 envelope challenge. Again, 100 envelope challenge is just something I'm doing this year to save $5,050 in addition to money that I save for savings challenges and other things, and the saving 2026, etc. None of this is earmarked for any particular thing. It goes into my high yield savings account. It's used for my long-term sinking funds. It earlier in the year, it was, or when we started it a couple months ago, before the new year, some of this money was used to top up my emergency fund, etc. So, but I just keep budgeting to allocate into it so that we can complete it, because it's just fun to know that with some planning, I can put money and save $5,000 in a fun way. So today we're saving $150 total, and that's going to come from saving 13. These lovely little fully funded cards come from Simply Living Saves. We're saving 16. We're saving 20. Wait a second. That's wrong. 21. I wrote it wrong. I was like, my math ain't mathing. 13 and 16 is 39 plus 21. Or 29 plus 21 is 50. And then we're going to flip over here to 50, 42. That's 92. I can't see where the top is. Oh, this lighting. There are some things that I'll miss about living in the cabin, but there are definitely some things that I will not miss. And the lighting in this place is one of the things I will not miss. And 58. So the 8 brings us up to 100, and the 50 brings us to 150. That's correct. Okay, and just like that, we saved 150 and knocked out several envelopes, and that is very satisfying. Cool. Okay, now we get into the fun stuff. Let's count the cash and see what we're working with for our savings challenges today, shall we? 100, 200, 250, 300, 350, 1, 2, 3, 4, 450, 470, 490, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 55, 65, 70, I got dirty money, 75, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100, 603. Okay. $603. Let's start with our beautiful Save 2026 in 2026 by Madeline Budgets. And today I pulled one of the more expensive ones because I didn't do one at the beginning of the month, so I want to kind of catch up. She has, most of them are for $40 values, a couple for $103, and then some other that are incrementally higher as part of the challenge. And so we're going to do $90 plus $40 today for $130. So tell me where you are living. Are you still under winter conditions? Are you in spring? Are you living in the kind of place that doesn't have winter? I tried that. I lived in Florida. Well, I didn't mean to. My work took me to Florida, and I lived in the Gulf Coast of Florida for 9.5 years, and I never adjusted to not having the seasons. I really love having my 4 seasons. So yeah, I know people think that's weird. It's like, you gave up living in Florida? Yes, I did. I walked away. And honestly, I don't even miss it. I miss my friends there. I miss some people there. But, and actually, I think I'm going to use this big bill. Okay, so we have 90 plus 40 is $130. $130. There we go. All right, now we can get into some fun challenges. We've got a lot for the month of March that are just for the month of March, that are monthly, things like that say March on them, and then March and more March and lots of March. We have tons of those. Some of them we had started last year when I started this adventure back in September, and found these like year-long, and so I just started in September. Others I found at the new year and started with January, and now I have a big old collection of them. One thing we haven't done in a while is one of my original ones, so we're going to start with that. On my Ko-Fi shop, which will be linked in the description, is this free challenge that you can download. It is 6 A6 challenges that feature my dog Holly and her cousin dogs Libby and Honey. And they're each in a different art form. So this is the 3 sketched pups. And we do a roll and save with this one. So we're going to save 3 plus 6 plus 2. Okay, so we're going to save 11 with that. That one is done. These are the very first set that I created when I started making savings challenges. They are vintage seed packet savings. You can do them as a roll and save. Today I'm just going to do them, I'm just going to treat them like $1 each. And so we'll save $6, $12, and $18 for the whole set. Just because we have a lot of challenges to get through. I love to collect these things. And just like every other month, I have an excellent collection curated for the month of March. So, plus we're getting into savings challenges late in March, and we probably just won't be able to accomplish as many as we usually do. So I'm going to do $18, and I'm going to mark 18. And set that aside, and that one's done. Okay, next. Teacher Mom Budgets. These beautiful flower under glass. Each of them, these are free on her Ko-Fi shop, and each one is worth $25. So we'll do our 25. We've been doing these every month. They're beautiful. And that one is done. Yeah, go grab those. So many pretty ones. This one we do every single month. This is from a minimalist, or a collection that I got that includes this minimalist one. These both came from the same bundle from Creative Ink Scribbles on Etsy. I paid under $3 for hundreds of challenges, including these monthly ones. Today I want to allocate 100 to this one. So let's figure out how we can. I don't even have where did green marker go? We're going to have to do pink, because I'm too lazy to get up and go. All right, we'll do 30. And the shamrock over here. My apologies to all the Irish purists out there. 30 plus 15 is 45. Plus 5 is 50. Plus 5 is 55. Plus 5 is 60. Plus 5 is 65. Plus 5 is 70. Plus 10 is 80. And then a 15 is 95. And a 5 is 100. How about that? Since this one is not complete, we'll go ahead and add the cash to the envelope and finish it when I get my next small paycheck on Sunday. Okay. We do need to tackle, we'll do 2 weeks of this one. This March one, minimalist one, saves $125 total. And let's do the first 2 weeks now, which would be $65, 50, 60, and 5. And then we'll have to finish this one next week as well. What will we need next week? 60 more. Okay. Or wait, did I do that right? 25. Yeah, 60. Okay. All right, so that cash can stay. Okay, next. Oh, those got stuck. These are from Bajan Girl Budgets. That's Kimmy over at Bajan Girl Budgets. And these are free in the Google Drive on her YouTube channel description box. She does these for every month. We're just going to count. We're going to count each hat as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll count each horseshoe, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We'll count each of the floating coins. Oh, that's the equal one. All right. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. We'll count each one for the cloud, 30, 31. And then we'll do a roll and save for the pot of gold. How about that? Oh, 32. Okay, so 32 total. $32. And that one is complete. Banging them out. That's fun. This one was just published at the beginning of the year, Budget with Mrs. P. And it's a beautiful collection. The artwork on the side is always pretty. And she's got 3, 6, 9, 12. So we're going to save $12 with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Top of the morning to you, Holly. My dog is kind of pacing around. She can't decide if she wants to sit on the couch or stand here in the kitchen staring at me. Let's do some St. Patrick's Day ones. This is from the Cash Stuffing Realtor. And we'll just treat each of these like $1. We'll go through the whole set. I'll show them close up and then we'll do the count. So that's the little leprechaun from the Cash Stuffing Realtor. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a little gnome. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. A shamrock. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Happy St. Patrick Day. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. A pot of gold. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. And a lucky hat. And a pot of gold. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So what's the easiest one to write on that one? 47. Tell you what, I'm going to put this $50 bill in and take $3 out from one of our other stacks. There we go. $3 back. Okay. Let's get back into it. Who else we got here? More March ones. Again, since we kind of missed the beginning of the month, we'll just go ahead and bang out these monthly ones. And then we can pull out some cute ones that are from other themes. I have some that are coffee related. You know I love my coffee themes. Cats, more St. Patrick's, and springtime. All right, this one will save 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And let's do a roll and save for the little guy in the middle. Oh, that was handy. $20. That's easy. This is March Moodness from Saving with Tiffany. This is another series she's published. All of these that I'm showing you, except for the Etsy purchases, are free on Ko-fi Coffee, Ko-fi from different users. Okay, and this one says it saves 50. Let's look. We've got 10 plus 3 is 13, plus 9 is 22, plus 8 is 30, plus 13 is 43, plus 7 is 50. And then let's go ahead and add some shamrocks. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, and 57. That one saved a pretty penny, didn't it? So I got a $50 bill there, a 5, 6, and 7. Cool. March Moodness. Look at all the little cows. This is from Boss Babe Budget. Green beer. Yeah, I was seeing all the pictures of the rivers. Dyed all over the place. This saves $50. You know what? Let's do... We don't have to do all 50 today. Let's do 13. Let's do the 3 13s. 13 times 3 is 39. I'm going to make change and I'm going to put 40 in and take $1 out. Okay, that one's done. Oh, that one's not done. That one stays in. That's right. Okay, in that case, I want it to be more precise. So hang on, I'm going to make some change for this 20. Be right back. Okay, so I got $20 here. I'm putting $1 back over here and putting 19 in the envelope. So we have 39 proper. Okay. Let's go find some cute ones. All right, found some cute ones. I also found one more monthly one that I had missed, so let's start with that one. It is from the Enchanted Owl's Nest. We've been doing this series too. And it saves $28 plus a roll and save for the bird. I think what we'll do today is dedicate 15 to this today to get it started, and then we can finish it the next time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We'll start there. Use up some of these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a 5 is 15. That one we can continue next week. Okay, we worked on that one. Worked on that one. Here's a cute one from Hope Beauty Budgets. She did a lot with coffee and espresso themes. This is so pretty. It looks delicious. And it saves $24. So let's go ahead and bang this one out. Because I have a 20 and I have some 4s. And, oh, the beans too. Let's do 1, 2, 3 for those. Plus 3. 27 total. That's cute. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that one's finished. We can retire that one. And this is cute. Here's another coffee one. This is from Vicky Thinks, and it says, "Do you see my face?" Look at that face. Caffeine now. And we have $6 to spend, so we'll mark off 6 cups, and we'll finish this one next week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have a couple other ones. We got a Mario. We got this. This is from Budget with Jordan. We've got this one from Neurospicy Budgeting about nature. Nature awakens the soul. These ones will start next week when we're back together. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I get all caught up in our month of March. We accomplished so much today. We reviewed the March budget. We did our 100 envelope challenge. We stuffed our variable expenses for the last part of this week until I get paid again on Sunday. And we did a couple $100 worth of savings challenges. I'm giving all my loot a job. I hope you are too. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.